In this lecture, I will explain JDBC drivers. But before that, I will explain you or give the overview of working of JDBC program. I will show you what are the components or elements involved in JDBC. See, this topic is very important. You must understand this one. Unless you have the clear-cut idea of this topic, you cannot write JDBC programs. So I am giving you the complete picture of this one. So let us understand the working of JDBC and what are the components or objects required in it. See here in the picture, this is a database program. So what are database programs? It may be Oracle, all right? It may be MySQL, or it may be SQL Server from Microsoft, all right? Or it may be SQLite database. This is a database program, and this is the storage of database. So this entire thing is database, okay? But I am showing storage separate and database program separate. So this database program understands SQL. See, in the previous lectures, we have learned about SQL. So we were talking to this program using SQLite program. And this program was interpreting SQL commands and retrieving the data from the storage, that is database, and showing the results. So this one understands SQL. Now, anyone who is talking to this program must talk in SQL only, right? Whether it may be Oracle, MySQL, or SQL Server, SQLite, anything. So these database programs understands SQL. Now, what we want our Java programs to fetch the data from this database, right? Or with the help of this database application or program. So how Java program should talk to this database? It should talk to it using SQL. Yes, it should use SQL. Without SQL, we cannot communicate with this database program. So Java program should communicate this one with SQL. And that's what is JDBC, right? So what are the things required for making our Java program capable of talking to databases? So let us highlight those things and learn about them. The very first thing is we need a driver. Okay, I will just name them. Then I will explain all of them one by one. Then the second thing that we require is connection. There should be a connection from a Java program to that database program. Then this is statement. Next is a statement. This is a SQL statement. Then once this SQL statement is reached to this database and it is executed, the result is returned back. The result is returned back and we get the result here in Java program that we call it as a result set. So once again, we need a driver, we need a connection, we need a statement, and also we will get the result set. Let us understand all these things separately, one by one. First of all, let us talk about driver. What is this driver? See, this is a Java program and this is a database. Database is also a program. Oracle, MySQL, all these are also programs, but we don't know in which language they are written, right? We don't know. Like one of them, like Oracle, we know that it is written in Java nowadays, right? Earlier it was written in C language. So this is also a program. So one program talking to another program, right? One program talking to another program. So first of all, there should be some method for establishing connection with this program so that communication can be done. Yes, driver helps in connection. By using this driver, we establish connection. All right, that connection is here inside the Java program. So using driver, we can establish connection. So the very first thing that driver helps in is for establishing connection. It will have some set of API, that is function calls. Using that, we can establish connection to the database. So this driver should be aware of or compatible to Java as well as the database. It should understand both the program. Yes. So this is a driver program. Then what is the next job of driver program? The very important thing. See, if we talk about SQLite, then here we have the data types like integer, right? Float in the same line I am writing. And we have text. We have the data types like this. But here in Java, we have int. And we know that it takes 4 bytes. Here, it is not undefined. Integer doesn't mean that it takes 4 bytes here. It can be anything depending on the database, right? For Oracle and SQLite, it may be different. But here the data type is different. And float is there in Java. Okay, float is here also, but how many bytes it takes, we don't know. Then in Java, we don't have text. We have string. We have a string, right? Text, we call it as string. Then here, we also have numeric as a data type here. But here we don't have anything called numeric. We have something like int or float. So if you observe the data types that are used in databases and the data types that are used in Java, they are different. But there is similarity. Like this integer is similar to this int, and float is similar to float. Text is similar to string. But directly they are not useful, but conversion should be done. Conversion is done. So who does this conversion? This is done by driver. So driver will convert the data types of Java to database data types, and the data from this database is converted into compatible form of Java. So the data conversion is done by driver. So 2 important jobs of driver. It helps in establishing connection to the database, and the second one is conversion of data types from Java language to database data types that are used in databases. So this is the job of driver. All right. Now using the driver, Java program will establish connection. So via this connection, we can communicate to the database. So Java provides a class for connection. There is a built-in class for connection available in java.sql package. Okay, or javax.sql package. So this is available there. There is a class, we can create the object, and with the help of driver, we can establish connection. Now using this connection, Java program can send a SQL statement to the database so that it execute and return the result. So we create statement using the connection, and using this statement, we write our queries. Maybe it is a select query, or it may be a DML query like insert, delete, update. So we can send the queries using this statement. So this is used for executing query. So query is sent via connection to the database. It executes, a result is returned. With the help of driver, it is converted into Java compatible form. Then the result is obtained inside a result set. So this result set is nothing but a table or the result that you receive for this particular query, select query. So this is the working. So I will remove all the things that I have written, and once again, I will just briefly talk about this. Yes. See, this is a database program. This is a Java program. When 2 programs want to talk, there must be a means of communication. Yes, a driver is there for helping them to connect. And this is the connection object along with Java program, which it uses for communicating with the database. Now statement is taken out from the connection, and we write select statement and send it. So it goes through connection. With the help of driver, it is sent on to the database. It is executed. Then the result is given to the driver. Driver will convert that into Java compatible form and send it back. So that result, we get it in result set. This is the method of working of Java program. So that's all about the components of JDBC. Now one important thing I will tell you, what all I have explained here is common for all the programming languages, not just for Java, right? The concepts are same for any programming language that you take. If you know JDBC programming in Java, then you know database programming for all the languages. Only thing is you have to learn what are the classes available and how to use them. Now let us learn about drivers. Java supports different types of drivers. Let us look at what are those types of drivers. Then later on in the next lecture, we will learn about connection and statement and the result set. So actually we will learn how to write a Java program, JDBC program, complete program. So in this lecture, let us complete drivers. See, Java supports 4 types of driver. They are famous with the name like type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4 drivers. Now what are these? They have the names also, like first one is JDBC ODBC bridge, and next is native API, then Java Net Protocol, then thin driver. Now, before understanding all these, let us understand one scenario. Here is the diagram. I will explain this. See, Oracle is a database. MySQL is also a database. SQLite or SQL Server is also a database. There are various databases, but three I am showing them here in the picture. These are three databases. Now, databases are meant for storing the data and they understand SQL. We learn about all these things. Now we are talking about connecting to this databases using a program. Then program can be written using Java also, Python also, C# also. Yes, these are the various languages. Even C++ you can use for writing a program. C language you can write the program. There are so many languages using which you can write the programs. And from each language, we may want to connect to the database and do some database programming. Yes. So this is not just limited to Java. This is a common thing for all languages. All right. Now let us take Java and talk about it. If Java wants to connect to Oracle, then it needs a driver for Oracle. If we want Java program to get the data from MySQL, it needs a different driver. Same driver will not work because the driver used here will be knowing about Java and Oracle. Then same driver if you use, here Oracle is not there. So you need a different driver here. The same driver will not work. If you want Java program to connect with SQLite, then again you need a different driver. So it means just for Java to connect to any database, we must have a compatible driver for that database. Then similarly, if you want to write a Python program to connect to Oracle and access this database, then this Java driver will not be used here. It will not be useful here. See, this driver knows how to talk to Java and Oracle. So on this side, Java is not there, Python is there. So this is not useful. You need a different driver that is for Python and Oracle. Oh, so for every language to communicate with every database, you need driver means so many drivers will be there. Yes. So Microsoft has introduced a solution for this one. And that solution is called as ODBC. ODBC. Open Database Connectivity. So this will be available on Windows machine. By default, it will be available and any language can directly use it. So what is the idea of this ODBC? I will explain it. First of all, I will remove this and explain. Microsoft has introduced a driver called ODBC driver. ODBC driver. And all these databases, they support, all of them support, they have the driver for ODBC, driver for ODBC, driver for ODBC. Oracle is having a driver for ODBC. MySQL is having a driver for ODBC. Let us say SQLite is also having driver for ODBC. So from Oracle to ODBC means what is the data type here? Here some neutral data type is used. Neutral data type is used here. ODBC provides neutral data type. So the data type of Oracle database are converted into ODBC data types. And this ODBC helps in establishing connection also. Now what Java needs? Java doesn't need a driver for Oracle separately, MySQL separately, or any other database separately. It needs a driver for ODBC. That's it. So yes, Java provides a driver for ODBC. And that driver is called as JDBC ODBC bridge. So Java data types are converted to ODBC, and then from there, as these are neutral, they can be converted to Oracle or MySQL or SQLite or anything. So this ODBC becomes a common driver, common platform. See, a Java language need not have a driver for each and every individual database. If it is supporting ODBC, that is sufficient. Via that, it can communicate with any of the databases. That's it. This is the benefit. And same benefit is there for Python and C# also. So this is a type 1 driver which utilizes ODBC, that is neutral driver from Microsoft. If you have Oracle or MySQL installed on Windows operating system, then one of the option you have is via Java program, you can take JDBC ODBC driver, then you can communicate with them. So from Java till JDBC, this will be partially in Java. Then definitely Oracle to ODBC or MySQL to ODBC need not be in Java. It may be in some other language. So some other language means we call it as native. We call it as native because native means it is for Windows. So Windows, native to Windows. So it is not completely written in Java. Partially it is written in Java. So that's why this is not a pure Java driver, partial Java driver. So this is JDBC and ODBC. So if you have missed anything or if you have not understood this one, then watch the same thing once again. Same thing once again. I have delivered the sufficient information required to understand this one, but sometimes it takes time to understand it. So watch it again, that will help you. Then first one is over. Now the second one, let us understand this. So I will remove this picture. Now type to API, native API, partial, this one. Now this one, let us assume that this Oracle, assume that this is written in C language. Assume. Okay, because the old version of Oracle was written in C language only. Okay, when Java was introduced at that time, Oracle was in C language. So this is in C language. So Oracle provides a driver or an interface called as OCI, that is Oracle Call Interface. It is called as OCI, Oracle Call Interface. Using this, a C language program can talk to Oracle, or C program can talk to Oracle. So this is OCI. This is a collection of functions, or it supports the data conversion also from Oracle to C or C++. So this was already there, OCI, Oracle Call Interface. Now this Java program want to talk to Oracle, communicate with Oracle, then it needs to take the help of this OCI. Then this portion must be in Java only. Yes. So this Java driver will utilize OCI and then talk to Oracle. So this completely it makes a driver. So this driver contains partial Java part and partial the native part. So that is OCI. Alright, because Java program needs Java code only. So this side of the driver is Java and the other side of a driver is a native API. So this is native API. This is also partially in Java. So for SQLite, we will be using this driver, type 2 driver. Okay, SQLite provides a driver that is native to SQLite and also it is compatible with Java. So when we use a driver for SQLite, we will be using type 2 driver. Then let us look at the third one. Now third one, let us take a Java program wants to communicate with Oracle. As an example, I am taking Oracle. It may be any database. So it will not directly communicate. There is one server. There is one server. So this server will talk to Oracle as well as Java program. So Java program requires a driver to talk to this server, right? Then this server is talking to Oracle. So this is the other side. So Java doesn't have to worry about what is happening on the other side. None of its business. Java treats this server program itself as database. So this is the part of Java driver. So this is definitely in pure Java. So this is a pure driver. No doubt something is there, a middleman is there, but Java doesn't bother about the rest of the part, how this server is talking to database, not just Oracle, any database. So this is called as Java Net Protocol driver because Java is not directly talking to database via server. So it is using a driver that is purely written in Java. Alright, this portion may be a native portion, right? But Java is not using it directly. So this driver is called as pure driver, that is network driver. Then the last one is a thin driver. Thin driver means Java is having a direct driver which is completely written in Java. So this driver is purely written in Java. There is no native API. There is no ODBC. There is no OCI or anything like that. So Java program directly connects with the database. When it is possible, if database program is also written in Java, then it is possible. Yes, present day Oracle is written in Java. So yes, pure Java drivers are available for Oracle. So these are the 4 types of drivers. You must know about all these drivers. The complex part was JDBC ODBC bridge, right? So this was supporting various languages on the databases. And then the other one are partially native or pure or completely pure. So when we will be using this SQLite database, we will be using type 2 driver. So that's all about the drivers and the major components of JDBC program. So in the next lecture, I will show you how to download a driver and use it in our Java program, and we will access SQLite database. So that's all in this lecture. In this lecture, we will develop a first JDBC program, a Java program which will be connecting to SQLite. So the required step already I have discussed in the previous lectures. That is, we require a driver, we establish connection and so on. So here I have given the steps. First of all, we need to use a driver in our Java program. Then using the driver, we will establish connection to the database. Then we will create a statement and execute the query, whatever the query you want, that is select query. Then we get the result, then we will display the result. So there's a simple program, we will do it. But for that, we need a driver. So first of all, we have to download a driver and set it in class path. Then we can use it in our Java programs. So I will first download the driver. So let us see the steps for downloading a driver and setting it in the class path. Go to Chrome browser and say download JDBC for SQLite. See, here we got the suggestion, download JDBC SQLite driver. Click on it. So it is available on various websites. So I will click on this one. Already I have downloaded it from here. So you can click on this one and download the driver. See, there are various versions available. You can pick up the latest one, this driver. I will click on it and this is downloaded. If you get any warnings, you can ignore them. It's a Java jar file. I will go to downloaded folder, show in folder. So this is the file. I will copy this one. See, already I have downloaded it. So it is taking name as 1. I will copy it in my Java folder. Okay. I have pasted it here. I will change the name. I will remove that 1 from there in the bracket. So this is a driver. You can copy it inside Java folder also. Go to program files and inside this Java, and you can copy it in Java 13. We are using Java 13. So you can copy it in lib and then you can set the class path. So wherever you want, you can copy it there, but you have to make sure that you are setting the class path. Let us set the class path. So I will go to DOS prompt and inside that I will enter in my Java folder. Then set class path equals c:\myjava/ see, this is the file name, jar file, semicolon. I am setting the class path here directly on DOS prompt, right? To make it permanent, you have to create a environment variable, which I have shown in the beginning videos of this course. So path is set. Let us do it in environment variable also. So I will go to Explorer and here on this PC, right click, say properties, advanced system settings, environment variable, and here create a new environment variable. Okay, so call it as class path, and that class path is c:\myjava/ the driver name is SQLite JDBC 3.30.1 Okay, so you have to give the complete jar file in the class path. Then click OK. So it is set. That's it. So I have even set it in environment variable. Now downloading of a driver and setting the path is ready. So this driver is available now, just we have to use it. So all these steps we have to do it by writing a program. So I will write a JDBC program now using Notepad. I will write a program, Notepad, the program name, let it be database.java. Program name is database.java. So yes, create a file. So here, let us write the code. So first of all, I have to import java.sql.star. I am importing all the classes available in java.sql package. Then class database, then public static void main string arg. Now very first thing that I have to do is I have to use that driver, make it available in my Java program. So without creating object, I don't have to create an object, but it should be available for Java program. So for that, this is the code you have to write. Class dot for name. There is a class called class. So in that method name is for name. Here you have to write down that class name. So the class name you should remember. Okay. The same thing you have to write down. org.sqlite.jdbc. This is the class name. So class.forName will make this class available for this Java program. Now driver is available. Using this driver, we will create connection. We have to establish connection. So let us see how to establish connection. Connection con, there's a reference. Now we will not say new connection. We will ask driver manager to get the connection. Get the connection. So there is a class called driver manager, and that will get the connection by using this driver, this SQLite driver. So we don't use it directly, driver manager will use it. Alright. And we say get connection. So get connection to which database? So you have to write down a connection string here. This is called as connection string. JDBC, SQLite, and database name is unif. Okay, that is university.db. So this should be in quotes. Oh, I missed this. This should also be in quotes. The class name should be given in quotes. So this is called as connection string, connection to the database. The database name is unif.db. Right? So this is database connection. Now next we have to create a statement, stm assign, from where we will get the statement. Connection dot create statement. Create statement. This will create a select statement. Connection dot create statement will create a select statement. See, in the diagram I have shown you that driver is used by connection, and the connection will give a statement. Now using the statement will execute the query to get this result. So let us execute the query and get the result. Result set rs assign statement dot execute query, and the query is select star from DPT, department. Select start from department. No need of semicolon here. Don't give semicolon after department, right? In SQL prompt, SQLite prompt, if you are writing semicolon after the end of every SQL, you don't have to write it here. Now the complete table will be available in this result set. I should display all the rows. So I know the first one is department number, that is of type integer. Second one is a department name, that is of type string. I will print all of them while result set dot next. So if there is a next row available in result set, then it will execute, and we will take two things, that is integer dept. Okay, I will write d number. The next thing is string, that is d name. Okay, so d number assign result set dot get integer value, and that is dpt number. Then dname assign result set dot get string type of value, that is dname. So I have to mention the columns. First one is department number and the second one is department name. First one is of type integer and the second one is of type string. So I should call this related method and get it in these variables. Now let us print them. System.out.print println. First is D number, then give some space, then print D name, department name. That's it. So I will print two things. So this is the end of loop. So this loop will be fetching all the records from result set object and display department number and department name. I will save it, compile. Oh, I am getting errors. What are those? Uncaught exceptions. So yes, when you are using SQL, you must catch this SQL exception. And in the case of driver, you have to handle class not found exception. So instead of handling exceptions, I will just write throws exception. Okay. So I will just say throws exception. Now save it. So let us compile the program javac database.java. Compiled. Let us run it. Database. Oops, there is an error. SQL error or missing database. So it is saying that database is not found. So actually we have database in SQLite folder, right? So I will go to that folder and show you. Change directory, change SQLite dir. This is the database unif.db. This is our database, right? So let us come back to my Java. Okay, CLS. So it is saying that it is missing. So if it doesn't work, if this doesn't work, then you give the path. So where it is, then C:// I will make it capital C. So I am giving the path SQLite / unif.db. We cannot use backslashes, so you have to use / and that two times you have to use it. Otherwise it will treat it as escape sequence like /n and it will give an error. So you have to give the path after SQLite, give a colon, then give the complete path. Okay, so you have to write / just like you are writing a backslash. Let us save it. It is saved. Okay, now let us compile javac database.java. It is compiled. Let us run Java database. Now I got a new error. What is this? D name is missing. So if you remember, there was some mistake. Instead of a D name, I have given DE name in SQLite, right? When creating the database. So this was the fault, my fault. So it is DE name. So that's what it is saying. There is no such column. So I'll just change this to DE name. See, department number and the next one is DE name. So let us save it. Now compile and execute. See, I got the result. So that's it. We have seen the steps, and while showing you the program, we got some errors. I have shown you those errors and removed them. So if the connection string is not proper, you will get some message that a database is not found. And when you are fetching the data from the result set, then you must give proper column names. If you don't use proper name, then you get an error. What type of error you get, you have already seen it. So that's it. In this lecture, I have shown you how to download driver and set it in class path. Then how to write a simple Java program for accessing the database. So there are only few lines. It's not a lengthy code. But for understanding each and everything, we have spent so much time. Now you can write on the program. Basically, JDBC code is very small. You have to establish connection using driver, create query, get the result. That's it. So it is so simple. So the code will not be very lengthy. Code will be very small. But for this, you must know a lot of things that are working at the back. So we have learned already in the previous lectures. I will show you more example programs further in the next videos. So that's all in this video. In this lecture, I will talk about java.sql package. I have taken few interfaces and a class here, the important one. See, first one is driver manager, and this driver manager is a class. Next is a connection and statement and result set. These are all interfaces. And all these four things we have already used them in previous JDBC program. Now we will learn in detail about them. See, driver manager is used for establishing connection to database from a Java program. Right? This is a Java program, and for establishing connection, driver manager is used. It will utilize the JDBC driver and establish connection to the database, and it will give us a connection object. It will utilize the driver that is already invoked inside our Java program using class.forName. Class.forName. See, this class.forName will create an object of a class on fly. On fly means there is no reference. The object will be available with JVM and a Java program can use it. So a nameless object or anonymous object will be there, and that is used by driver manager for establishing connection and gives an object of type connection, and we take an interface connection to access that object. Now let us develop a NetBeans application for JDBC, and while developing application I will explain you little details of this driver manager, class and connection interface, and as well as I will explain the result set. Okay, details of the statement we will see it in the next lecture. There are different type of statements, so I will show you in the coming lectures. So in this we will develop an application using all these four, but I will explain these three, that is driver manager, connection as well as result set, right? So as we already saw that this is a connection, and from connection we have to take out a statement, and from statement we will get a result set, right? So let us develop application using NetBeans. See, already I have created an application in NetBeans. A project is ready. The project name is database. Now first thing is we have to make the driver available in this project. So go to projects, and inside library, here you will find source packages, test packages, then below that is a library. Right click on it and say add jar folder. Now jar folder, see already this path is selected, my Java. You have to go to the path where this driver is available. Okay, this is available in my Java folder, and this is a jar file. Just open it, so it will be added to this project. Now I can use this one. This driver I can use it for accessing database, right? If I expand this, you will find various packages are there inside this jar file. Jar files are Java archive, so they are compact file. Now if I look into org.sqlite, there is a class called JDBC.class, right? This class is there. So that's what, when we use class.forName, we are creating an object of this class on fly. Let us do it. So the very first thing is I should register a driver by calling class.forName, and the name is org.sqlite.jdbc, right? Then I should establish connection con. I should use driver manager dot. Now let us look at the methods. Driver manager is having get connection method, right? First one takes a connection string, that is the address of the database, and next one takes connection as well as the properties. What are these properties? Look at the next version of get connection. It takes the connection string, that is URL, and username and password. So if you want to combine this username and password as properties, then you can send properties also. So username and password of the database also you can send it, because you are establishing connection. See, this is the important method in driver manager. Alright, that's it. Rest of the methods, if you want to study about them, that's up to you. So these are the three important methods. So one is just URL, and next is username and password. For SQLite database, we don't have username and password. So let us take get connection, and the URL is JDBC colon SQLite colon C colon // that was SQLite folder. Inside that we have the database that is unif, right? Just unif, no DB. See, I have database called unif.db as well as just unif. So I want unif where I have student as well as the department table available there. See, this is connection, mistyping. Okay, now there is some error here. What is this? I must catch exception. Here also I must catch exception. Here it may cause class not found exception, and here it may cause SQL exception. So if you want to write them in try and catch or try with resources, you can use those. Otherwise, the easiest and the laziest method is throw exception. Throws exception, if you write along with main method, then it will take care of all throwing away all the exceptions, right? And if there is any error, you will get an exception. Now connection is established. Now let us look at connection object. So con is an interface, con dot. Let us look at. See, there is a method for create statement. Create statement. This method will be using create statement. Right? That's it. So this is the method. Rest of the methods you can study them. They are not frequently used one. Create statement. Then there is one more thing available. Commit. If you are performing any DML operation, that is manipulation on the database, then it is better to perform commit after finishing the operations. And one more thing, close. After utilizing the connection, you must close the connection. This is a very important issue in databases, that you must release the resource. It's like a resource, so you must close the resource. And there is one more method I will show you, that is set method, and that set method is set auto commit. If you set it as true, then automatically commit will be done. Whenever you perform any DML operation, it will be committed. So these are the methods inside this connection interface. But here we have to take statement stm, right? Assign connection dot create statement. That's all. This is the method we want. Statement is created. Now, this is a SQL statement and we are going to execute the statement. So when you execute the statement, you will get result set. Result set rs. Assign from the statement dot, we will call the method. See, one of the method is execute query. Execute query. So that is select star from students. Select star from students. This is the table. I am getting it from students table, right? See, when we execute a query in SQLite prompt, I will show you here. Select star from students. Semicolon. So I will get this table. So this entire table is nothing but result set. Result set is nothing but a table, where this is a roll number. The first column is roll number, next column is name, and the next is city, and the last one is DEPT number. So there are 4 columns, right? And these are all rows. So result set is a table, so it will allow us to access one row. Then when we say next, it will allow us to access next row, then next and next, so on. So we can access all the rows. And when you want to access any value like roll number or name or city or department number, when you want to access anything, then you have to give the name of that field. You have to give the name of that column. Or even you can use index. So the first column is index 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So you can use the index also. So let us use result set now. See, result set is nothing but a table. So rs dot, I will show you. There is a method called next. So it will move to the next one. And if there is no next, it will return false. So if there is no next, then it will return false. So I will say while rs dot next, means if there is next record, then it will return true. Then we will print the result. So what I want to do is I want to just print all the columns of a student table. So I will use system.out.println Okay, then directly I will say rs dot first one is roll number and it is integer type. See, there are get methods available in the result set for accessing any type of data. See, get f if I type, see this float, right? D if I write, it is date and double. So you can access any type of data. So roll number is an integer, we know it. So here mention roll number, right? So I have given the name column name as just roll. So roll. So this will get as a roll. Okay, I will remove this println and I will try to print everything in a single line. So after this, let us give a space. First, each record in a line. Okay, space is given. Then instead of typing this whole thing, I will copy and paste it. Okay, see, next is name, and name is not an integer. So I should say dot get string. Yes, get string. Next one is city. So this is city and this is also a string. Alright. Now next one is a department number. So department number is a fourth column. So instead of writing DEPT number, I will give the column number. That is 4. As I said that you can even write 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to start from 0. Remember, usually we start from 0 in programming. But here you have to give the number 1 for the first column. Alright, so this will display all those rows from a student table. Then once it is over, close the statement. Okay, close the statement. Then also connection.close. It's a good practice. We have already discussed that whenever you are acquiring any resource, you should release it. So by saying close, you can release it. Let us run this. Yes, see. Ajay, Delhi, oh, it's all coming in single line. So, okay, for last one, I will give println, last one, right? System.out.println, so that it prints and moves to the next line. So, I'll get an exact tabular form of data. Yes, so if you read this, it has shown the entire table from UNIF database. 15 students' data is displayed, right? So that's it. I have explained you about driver manager, and about the connection I have explained about the commit. Then how the result set look like and how to access I have explained you. Okay. Now more about the statements we will learn in coming lectures. So that's all in this video. Please practice this one. Okay. This is very important. The code is very small. The code is not lengthy. So practice it once. That's all.